Welcome back, everyone, to a new series for Are You Hardcore? Last month, I wound up getting killed very, very quickly. So let's see if I have better luck this month. Fortunately, we are not dealing with an overly demanding child this month, and things are a little bit freer than they were then. We are allowed to sleep this month, which is going to be good news if I need to get a little bit of rest. And you can pretty much make your own difficulty on this. This isn't hardcore, so that's not what I mean by make your own difficulty. But the idea here is to try to collect interesting selfies. But first, before I could collect the interesting selfies, I need to find the wizard that stole my phone. So the idea here then is first, a mischievous wizard has stolen my smartphone, so I need to find that. I need to defeat the wizard and get back my smartphone. Now, it has been enchanted, so there are now magical properties with the phone, but I guess I'll have to live with that. And thus, when I get my selfies I'm going to be taking through here, I am to get the selfies with some magical particles on them to demonstrate what was going on in there. All right, there we go. Now the wizard is, I believe, in the direction of the beacon over there, so that's something to take into account. And also I have a sheep here. Now I'm allowed to sleep this month, so that will mean that I will want to do that because that means I can have daylight and not I'm not going to go after selfies of night monsters, at least not in the early parts, because if I try to do that in the early parts, I'll most likely get killed. And I don't like it when I get killed very quickly. But maybe later on, when I decide that I've made a significant progress or something like this, I might decide, all right, this is the last day. Maybe I do something more dangerous on it. We'll see how that goes. Now, I hear some sheep here. Unfortunately, I do not have a
Hocus pocus.
okay,
Hocus
okay.
pocus.
Uh,
Alakazam.
all right.
Alakazam. Zip zap boing. Zip zap boing. Abracadabra. Alakazam. Alakazam.
okay.
Abracadabra. Alakazam.
Wonderful.
Alakazam.
I
Zip zap boing. Shamble bobble dibble dibble. Abracadabra.
okay.
Shamble bobble dibble dibble.
I did not
Zip
mean
zap
to get close enough
boing.
to him to
Shamble
trigger
bobble
the
dibble
boss fight.
dibble. Shamble
Because
bobble
I'm not
dibble
ready for
dibble.
that.
Zip zap boing.
So hopefully,
Hocus pocus.
uh,
Shamble
this is
bobble
going to
dibble dibble.
last.
Ha ha ha. Heal up and try again later, little challenger.
Okay, at least he doesn't outright kill you. That's something. Okay, so you could either he does that when you get away a certain distance away from him, or maybe after a certain amount of time. And I noticed that was Ed Case's voice for that. All right, but obviously I don't want to go after sheep in that area. Well, if I can't get any sheep, I could always go underground and do some digging because that's an old tried and true when I am in hardcore. And I also could use some food. And unlike the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge, you are allowed to kill passive mobs and the like. There are no dietary restrictions or anything like that. Though I suspect that eating a suspicious stew laced with the wither effect is probably not going to be good for your health or anything like that. Now, did I hear something in the distance? I'm hoping that if I could find enough white sheep, I could just make a bed that way. There you go. But obviously, you need a good weapon or something like that if you're going to have any hope against the mage. But yeah, heal up and try again. Well, at least if you're going to die, it's not going to be due to the mage or anything like that. So if you accidentally step into him, you're not going to be instantly killed. But the thing you see on top wizard is the wizard's health bar. Maybe I suspect it won't kill him if you knock it all the way down. Instead, he says, "All right, here's your phone," and then he pops away or something like that. That would be my best guess on the matter. Where are the sheep? Well, maybe I'm not going to find the sheep because so far the best area. Oh, no, I just heard buying. So there are sheep in the area. Now, killing sheep is a very inefficient way of getting wool. Shears are much better, so at least if I go underground. Maybe I was hearing things when I thought I heard a sheep. But I figure every once in a while we'll grab a little bit of wood here so that if I do have to go underground, I will be able to make torches and the like. Okay, anything else down here? But I do hope to have a bed by the end of the third night so that I don't have to worry about our old friends, the phantoms, because you could run into those and they are not nice things to run into hardcore. Yes, I do run them on occasion in the MHC, so I am familiar with how they operate. Looks like I'm going to have all different types of meat here. There we go. Ah, this is the most inefficient way. I know I'm not going to collect chickens because that's definitely not going to be an efficient way of handling this. Having a oh boy, yes, that is all right. I am completely lost. Well, there is that. I'll just have to look at some point. I do have coordinates on, so that at least can be helpful. Now, each episode is to be 20 minutes long. So there will be 8 episodes. Hopefully, it's 8 episodes of interesting, different things rather than me just running around. Now, let's see. Where are the sheep? No, definitely not going to get mushrooms right now for mushroom stew or anything like that. Well, then, let's see. How are we doing for time right now? We're at 8 minutes. So the sun is going down. So it looks like my quest for sheep, because I was hoping that would help me to more easily develop my characters if I were able to do that. But apparently, no. The answer is no. So I am going to do some mining, because at least if I do some mining, I can get some shears. So I can at least get the stuff the easier way. Plus also get some protection, because I am going to need some protection before I face the mage, because apparently he likes to teleport and all that fun stuff, which means it's not going to be easy to defeat him. Alright, let's see. Let's try. This looks like a good place to be. My usual alcove here, which is going to be at minus 5438, 6834. As if I think I'm ever going to be back here in any time in the future. Probably not. Actually, it could depend upon exactly how I wish to handle this matter. But until I have a means of taking care of the wizard and all that, and of course a way to sleep, probably not going to be getting too much away from here. Oh, why did I do that first? I wanted charcoal first. Oh boy. Well, then I suppose I'll just have to do it that way. Let's let's see, let's add 2 more in here. Let's say 3 charcoal then. At least I can have something to eat in order to deal with that little problem. First piece of charcoal gets me some a set of torches so I can get some light in here so that you don't have to put up with me in the dark. There you go. And let's see. Now that's done, let's get that here. What do you want? Oh, I'm going to take care of 2 more of these. Of course, make myself a real pickaxe in the meantime. Okay, make myself first wood so that I can actually make said pickaxe. Let's get some sticks so that I've got that so I don't run out of those. Now we can get our pickaxe and then our axe. Good, all done. Oh yes, I wanted to throw. You're all laughing at me now, aren't you? Oh boy. Stone axe. Stone pickaxe. Okay, there's a stone axe and a stone pickaxe. All right, good. Actually, a raw pork chop. Actually, probably the best thing to do with that is to cook this raw pork chop, and we could use the wooden axe for that. All right, good. Now that I've got stone tools and have entered into the Stone Age, we can now dig down to at least iron level so that we get some iron and yeah, like that. Yeah, perfect. Good, that's a good way to start. Good, and that means let's do this. All right. Oh boy, boy, just a little bit off from it. I would have missed that. All right, good. But that means then I can at least get iron, and that's going to be important at least for my. Let's see, at least getting for some shears, and also see, I need some. What do I need with iron? I need shears. What else do you get with iron? Of course, armor. Oh, a shield, of course. Shears and a shield. Those be the perfect things to get at the beginning. Let's see if I can get any more. And when I get around the 18 point, that's probably be a good time for me to go and actually give up on finding more iron because I would prefer to do it in blocks of 8 since right now I'm not exactly brimming in coal, meaning I've got absolutely none. I'm using charcoal instead, which is fine as long as I got enough source of wood, I suppose. There you go. Now, I think I've got enough there. So let's head on across, see how much of this I have. All right, this is Are You Hardcore. This is the second month of that. Now, I didn't much like the first months, which had this demanding baby that was really, if you didn't do what he has, you wound up stacking penalties upon penalties upon penalties on yourself, and it became a bit too much for me. And that was on only the third day. I can imagine how it was for anyone who fell behind in the challenge otherwise. So I didn't do too well in that one. But I think this one would be more suited for me. And so happens that this month's Minecraft Hardcore Challenge is, well, not the most interesting one that was in there. Essentially, it was going to involve digging for fossils. And if you think it's bad with me digging right now, you can just imagine 8 days being underground, doing nothing, absolutely nothing but digging for fossils. That didn't sound like it was going to be very interesting. And it'd be nice if I could run into some iron, and just saying. Well, at least I ran into a little bit in there at the beginning in there. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's try it there instead. And let's continue on our way. And I want to find iron as quickly as possible. And it sounds like I'm going to run out of pickaxe before I find any more iron, unfortunately. But that's what's going to happen on that matter. I suppose it's time to just... Ooh, let's see. I have only 2 pieces of charcoal. Guess maybe I should have thought of cooking that up earlier. But that's the thing. Hindsight is always the best sense, I think someone once said. So let's take care of that. 4 more torches, and we are going to be, as inevitably would be the case, another one of these pickaxes. That's probably going to happen quite a bit. And right now we are at 16 and a half minutes. So I got a few moments left. Ah. All right, well, at least I've found a source of coal. That's good. So I'm not as concerned about how much coal I use, because that's one of the things I was worried about is, okay, well, I got enough coal to make a coal block now. I know, really. That's going to be real exciting. Hey, let's take a selfie next to a block of coal. I'll see what I can do about that. I'll see if I can find something interesting that would make some good selfies. Of course, not that I have too much of a talent with selfies in the first place. I have to admit, I'm not exactly talented in that particular department. Meaning, I don't think I've ever taken a selfie in real life. See, that tells you how little I've done with it. Yes. Alright, there you go. And there you go. Where's the... I lost my way. Oh, there you are. I better get over here. I want the iron to be finished cooking by the time we get to the end of the episode, and apparently there will be a little warning when that happens. But it's probably getting pretty close to sunrise now. Let's just chuck that in there for when we need it, and then toss in the iron immediately afterwards. I don't hear any mobs out there at the moment, but we know how silent creepers can be when they want to be. But I got plenty of charcoal at least. And let's see, I have 2 pieces of mutton. I wonder if I could do anything with 3 leather. Maybe make something involving a book or something like this, and that should at least give me a shield, which should help me in the matter. At least it'll help to protect me. Most important piece of armor you can have, especially in the early morning when you get outside. All right, there you go. Shears, so I don't have to kill the sheep. Oh, well, there's a skeleton out there. But that does mean you're getting close to day 1 then. I'm sure I'll be hearing the hello there in a moment. And that is the end of the episode. I'll see you next time where I'll see if I can actually get some wool and make a bed in the next episode of Are You Hardcore?